Today I have a big skincare review for you. I recently got to try out 10 products from the skincare company called Paula's Choice, and I'm going to break them all down for you, tell you which ones I loved, which ones I think you can skip, and which ones I think you should definitely consider adding to your skincare routine. Paula's Choice was founded by a woman named Paula. Shocking, I know. So she started really digging deep into ingredients, and she created a skincare line that is really robust. There is literally something for every skin type, and I had a call with them where I told them all my concerns and they made recommendations based on that. So the first step in any skincare routine is obviously a cleanser. So this is the Skin Recovery Softening Cream Cleanser, and this is for normal, dry, or very dry skin. So I did share with them that my skin is very dry, especially right now, winter, Midwest, and this is a cream cleanser, which is great for crazy dry skin. It is great for sensitive skin and rosacea, and it does not irritate, sting, nothing. I tried this whole line of products pretty much 1 week after I had the worst allergic reaction of my entire life. My whole top lip swelled up, and you know, if I was closer with you guys and I knew you personally, I would show you a picture, but we're just not there yet. So I was nervous to start this whole process because I still don't even know what caused that ridiculous reaction, but this cleanser was an amazing first step. It is probably the most gentle cleanser I've ever used, even more gentle than like Cetaphil, which I used in high school, and I love that you can use it to remove eye makeup too. If I can't use my face cleanser on my eyes and like brow area, that's just, I'm not going to use it because I don't want to have to use separate products, especially when I'm taking off makeup in the shower. So, love that this is 100% fragrance free, and it absolutely is. Paula's Choice does not test on animals, and it's made in the USA. Paula's Choice has a philosophy of not doing scrubs. They don't even make any scrubs because scrubs are an irritant. However, they are cool with Clarisonic use, which I was happy to see because I love my Clarisonic. Have used it with the cream cleanser and it works great. So the next step is their Skin Recovery Enriched Calming Toner, and I totally agree with the word calming. I feel like that's exactly what it does. After I cleanse my face and I've kind of, you know, exfoliated it a little bit with my Clarisonic, this totally like calms it down if I had any redness at all, and it is a milky liquid. Not loving that descriptor. Shiseido makes what they call a softener, essentially a toner, and they always kind of explained it when I worked at Sephora as kind of like breaking the barrier and allowing your skin to better accept the products you're going to put on afterwards. So I do feel like this is very similar to the Shiseido softeners, although this is $20. So moving on to step 3, and if you're already like, oh my gosh, girl with the steps, they do give you these stickers that are so handy, and I put these on before I did anything else. This is the Skin Perfecting 8% AHA, alpha hydroxy acid gel. So this is a glycolic acid chemical exfoliant. So AHA, A is for alpha, it's for above. So these are ingredients that are going to work on the top layer of your skin, work above the skin surface. And A is for aging. So I kind of think of them as great for aging because they do help to really exfoliate. So this AHA gel is going to exfoliate the top layer of your skin, give you more even tone skin. If you have issues like I do where I have these dark sunspots, I don't know what they are, melasma, it's really going to help with things like that. It also helps stimulate collagen production. So think A, alpha hydroxy, above the skin, aging. So that is this step, glycolic acid. I've always done well with that, and I think glycolic acid is a really legit ingredient if you're wanting to do some anti-aging. I'll tell you about BHAs really quick. They did send a BHA product. This is something that is kind of not a product I used every day faithfully, and it would take me faithful use to really see results from this, but this is a 2% BHA gel. So beta hydroxy acid, B is for beta, B is for below the skin surface. So BHAs work below the skin surface, and they help with B is for breakouts. So this is gonna help a lot more with blackheads, which I did share with Paula's Choice that I struggle with on my nose a lot. Blackheads, whiteheads, things in the breakout category because it has salicylic acid. So this has salicylic acid but also hydroquinone, which they sent this because I talked about blackheads, but I talked about that melasma and that really stubborn, you know, brown discoloration. I will tell you, hydroquinone is going to be on your no-nos list if you are pregnant or nursing, so just keep that in mind before you add something like that to your routine. So we are ready for step 4 in our routine, and they sent me the Super Antioxidant Concentrate Serum. This is a really cool texture. I would describe this as a oil gel, and that's kind of something I made up, but that's what it feels like. I love using skincare oils, so for the past month it's been really weird for me not to use an oil. However, this feels like an oil once you rub it between your hands, so it kind of comes out like a gel. Rub it up between your hands and it's like an oil. So this is an antioxidant plus retinol serum that you can use in the day. So this is awesome because I am like real obsessed with retinol and it's getting really serious between us, but I only use it at night, and I totally could be reaping the benefits during the day, but I've just been really scared to use a retinol product in the daytime. So this is one you can use in the day. It's super gentle. It does deliver those antioxidants too, so vitamin E and A are in here, and they're going to help to fight free radicals in aging. You're probably like, oh my gosh, this is getting so long. You know what, I thought that too. I have a pretty, you know, involved skincare routine, but it still was not this involved, and I questioned whether I wanted to do all of this. However, then I was like, do I want to go to a plastic surgeon someday? Do I want to get spots lasered off my face? No, I do not. I would much rather do this. Plus, it's really affordable. I often like to use a richer, thicker moisturizer. So if I were doing this whole routine at night, I would use the Skin Recovery Replenishing Moisturizer. It is super, super rich, which I love. It helps with wrinkles, it says. You can use it in the eye area. Paula's Choice is kind of, they're like a skincare rebel, really, because they like kind of go against what you're told a lot. And one of those things is you have to use an eye cream. They're like, no you don't. You can use a moisturizer in your eye area because your face doesn't know the difference. So you can totally take this up to the eye area. If I were doing this routine in the daytime, especially if I was using that retinol product at night or in the day, I would use the Skin Recovery Daily Moisturizing Lotion with SPF 30. If you're not using a daily moisturizer with SPF in it, well, you and I just need to have a chat because you're gonna be sorry. I'm sorry, I'm already sorry that I have not been using an SPF my whole life. So this is a awesome, lightweight, but still really hydrating moisturizer for people like me with very dry skin. It's great for sensitive skin. And the only thing I noticed about this is that it does look very white on your skin when you first apply it, a little bit more than some of the other moisturizers I have. But once you rub it in, it's totally fine. The extra skincare items they sent are a Skin Recovery Hydrating Treatment Mask. So this is a weekly treatment mask for super dry skin. Are you seeing a theme here? It helps to smooth wrinkles and fine lines, and it did almost kind of tingle or burn, but then my skin calmed down and it was great. And you can leave it on for 20 minutes. You can rinse or you can leave it on overnight. So you can totally capitalize on the sleeping mask trend and make it into a sleeping mask too. Saving like this crowning glory for last because, as I said, I love retinol. I mean, it is the only ingredient that dermatologists say is proven to fight wrinkles, signs of aging, and also breakouts. It's really your everything product. If I could have everybody start using one skincare product, it would be a retinol product of some sort. Not only does it help with age prevention and existing fine lines, but it also helps to keep your pores clear, make your pores look smaller. It helps with discoloration and dark spots. It's really just your everything superhero. So this is Paula's Choice Clinical 1% Retinol Treatment. 1% is pretty high if you've not ever used a retinol product before. So what they recommend is using it every third night, then switching to every other night. And you can mix it with your moisturizer too if you're really just sensitive and you're not wanting to go full force with this. But this 1% is a good amount, I would say, for anyone to work up to or to start with very sparingly. Previous to this, I was using a 1.65% retinol, and that's actually the highest potency you can get over the counter. So needless to say, it was a little bit drying, and I do think that I got too big for my retinol britches and I should have just done a 1% like a normal person. So this has peptides, which are an anti-aging ingredient, and vitamin C, so you've got your antioxidant in there too. If you were to go to your dermatologist, first of all, you probably have to pay a copay or something, and then if you've got prescription strength like Retinol or Renova, granted it's going to be much higher strength and concentration, which is going to cause a lot more irritation in the beginning, but it's going to be well over $100. So if you want the power of retinol and you don't want to bother going to a dermatologist, $55, you will thank me later in life, and your face will too. So if you are using a retinol product, don't even think of not using sunscreen the next day, because you must do that. So absolutely wear a sunscreen in the daytime if you're using retinol at night or in the day. So this is an eyeshadow palette, because Paula's Choice does make some makeup. This is the Nude Matte eyeshadow palette. The packaging is super unassuming. You would never know the awesomeness that lies within, because this is like very basic looking black cardboard packaging. Well, you're in for a treat, because this is an amazing all matte palette with the exception of one shadow right here, which is a really nice champagne shimmer. The rest are some of the most high quality matte shadows I've tried. They have less fallout than any shadow I've ever tried. Granted, they have a tiny bit of fallout, but for a super pigmented like black shadow to have little to no fallout, I'm so impressed. These are all just beautiful shadows. I've been wearing them a lot, and I am wearing them right now on my eyes. My entire eye look is these shadows. I love the warmer browns. It does have a few cool tone browns too. So on. Matte shadows are universally flattering. If you're getting your picture taken, they're going to be your best bet too, because while shimmer shadows are really fun, I always will love them. When you do a lot of shimmer on your eye area, it does enhance texture, such as wrinkles, and it also photographs kind of wet sometimes or oily looking. So give mattes a try. They're certainly not boring. They collaborated with YouTube god Wayne Goss on this, so anything that he touches pretty much turns to makeup gold, so I can totally see that he had a hand in this. It does say you can use them wet or dry, and you could definitely, you know, wet an angled brush and use like this black and dark brown as a liner for sure. And I will tell you, if you want this eyeshadow palette, go grab it, because I'm told it's limited edition, and it's one of those like hidden gems, or it's the total like dark horse. I never see anyone talk about this, and I don't know why, because it is legit. So you probably feel like you just were in school because I threw so much information at you, but I have to say, after trying all of this Paula's Choice over the last month, I learned a ton too. I already knew quite a bit about skincare ingredients because I did work for Sephora, and that's something that they do educate you very much on. I even learned more because Paula's Choice included this little book. So if you order from them, definitely read this book. You're gonna feel so smart. It's 20 Beauty Myths Busted. Paula is also the author of a book you may have heard of called Don't Go to the Cosmetics Counter Without Me. And this is kind of a nice complement to that, because it really breaks down a lot of the things we're told a lot by the skincare and beauty industry, and like just whether they're true or not. So I feel like Paula's Choice is such a safe bet, because they've already kind of done the fact checking. They've already been like, sure it does that. We'll see about that. We'll do a test on it and find out that it doesn't. They're not afraid to say that. I read a really cool interview with the founder, Paula, and you know, she basically said that she knows that they're really blunt with their opinions when they're testing other beauty products. They're one of the only skincare brands, because you know, this is a skincare brand and also partnered with the review side of the website. They're the only skincare brand that would actually recommend other brands' products as well as their own. So they're super objective. The products I would say are must-haves if you do have a skin type similar to mine, which is dry to very dry, a little bit on the sensitive side maybe, and aging. The ones that I was like, yes, the cleanser. So I didn't have a cream cleanser I liked. I use a gel cleanser for the most part, but I really like this cleanser. It's going to be my winter cleanser du jour. Really liked the toner. I liked the step inclusion of it in my routine as well as the product itself. So I really liked the toner, and I do feel like it calms your skin down. The moisturizers are great. If I had to pick just one, I would say I like the Daily Moisturizing Lotion, because I feel like it moisturizes without giving any sticky feeling. It wears really well under makeup, and it's SPF 30, which is sometimes hard to find a quality facial moisturizer with a high enough SPF that isn't basically just like sticky sunscreen. The retinol, I mean, hello, I love retinol, and I think that once I finish this whole bottle, you know, I'm probably going to look 26 years old. I don't know. I just love retinol. I think this is an amazing value for a great potency of a retinol. Oh, and I did really like this too, this antioxidant retinol daytime serum. I feel really good about using retinol in the daytime now. Things I think you could skip. You know, I didn't test the Resist BHA enough to tell you whether or not it faded my dark spots. And then, you know, this AHA gel, I love glycolic acid and I like the idea of exfoliating with a chemical versus a scrub, but I guess I didn't see a ton of results from this one. I actually have like 2 little zits here that I've been kind of battling for the last few weeks, so I just don't know if this was a key step for me or not. I will tell you it does smell like straight up glue, but it's fragrance free. It's just a weird smell. I liked the mask a lot, but I have tried others that are also nice, soothing, hydrating masks that I liked just as well, so I wouldn't say this one is a must. Oh my gosh, the eyeshadow palette, that's a must. Like, such a must. The app, Pretty in My Pocket, or PRIMP, they're awesome, and they worked out for you guys to get 20% off on PAULA'S.com. So if you enter PRIMP20, you will get your 20% off. I will also put a link down in the description bar. You can just click on it and it will automatically load your discount code on the Paula's Choice website. So I hope that this very, very in-depth review has given you a good introduction to Paula's Choice, and maybe you weren't familiar with them, but now you are curious about them. I hope you also learned a lot about some skincare ingredients, probably more than you ever wanted to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more skincare reviews, things like that, let me know. And if you don't, you know, let me know that too. I will see you guys in my next video.